What up, Talkin fight fans? Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of the Knockout of the Week. That's what you're here for. You want to see who our winner is and who I picked as our Knockout of the Week, man. You know what it is. And today's winner of this prestigious award has to go to our man Josh Warrington, who drops Kiko Martinez in 7 to capture the IBF championship. Considering he gave the IBF featherweight title away 14 months ago, Josh Warrington looked a mighty relieved last night to get his hands back on this on this belt after the stoppage of Kiko Martinez in 7. Warrington began like a whirlwind, dropping Martinez with a big right hand in the first, but after horror of 2021, having seen his career stall in 2020 during the pandemic, on this night he was simply irresistible. After threatening to stop Martinez in the first 2 rounds with these huge cuts that were opened up, he ended up breaking him down and busting him up before seizing his chance to force the stoppage in the 7th round, which honestly, guys, if you haven't seen the fight, go watch the highlights. It's a great fight, man. My shout out to Josh Warrington. Big things are coming in this guy's future. Definitely. This is a major win for him. If he didn't win this, there was really nowhere left for him to go. So this has opened up many opportunities for him for the rest of 2022. Warrington knew this was his last chance, and he didn't need a second invitation. At 31, he is back where he was 14 months ago. A big summer fight with Lee Wood, the WBA regular champion, a fight in the United States against Leo Santa Cruz or Emmanuel Navarrete. For now, everything is once again possible with this big win last night. A little over a year ago, Warrington, 31 years old, seemed on the verge, if some big fights, but having seen his career stalled by the pandemic in 2020, which affected so many boxers. Things fell apart last year. This was his night. And after a ferocious start that saw him knock down Martinez in the first round, he broke the champion down, busted him up with every chance that he got. He took him out. Warrington beat Martinez in the same venue back in 2017 before he had become a world champion. That was his fighting. That's how he fought last night when he fought him the first time. He gave the IBF belt away to avoid a rematch with Kid Galahad in hope that big fights would be coming. But he ended up on the wrong end of the fearsome mauling from Laura, a little-known Mexican that we've profiled on this show before. And his hopes of revenge last year were ended with a clash of heads. Left Laura badly cut. If you guys remember that, man, that fight ended in a technical draw, accidental headbutt. Big collision. Same thing happened last night, man. There was a couple of accidental headbutts, opened up a cut on the forehead of Martinez, but nothing too big. It wasn't as bad as the last one. But it was Martinez's second reign as IBF champion. The first ended in 2014 when he was beaten by the now retired Carl Frampton. And at 36, it is likely that his best days are behind him. So whether he's carried on by the emotion or Warrington just had a brilliant start, spearing Martinez with he speared Martinez with these jabs and opening up with a series of hooks. And a wide left hand seemed to just cut Martinez on the side of the nose. And honestly, Martinez, they kept clashing heads, man, and he ended up with all these cuts. Martinez was warned for hitting on the break and then landing one after the bell, but then Warrington rushed out again and started the second round like he was intent on just finishing things there and then. This time Martinez took it, backed up against the ropes, and he began firing back. And at the end of the third round, Warrington looked to place himself for the first time and establish his jab, although Martinez escaped the invitation to come forward, throwing hooks over the top of Warrington's guard. Martinez was starting to look banged up. And believe me, guys, when I tell you he started to look banged up, he was banged up. Warrington forced him back on the ropes again in the fourth, trying to create an opening. There was more control in the fifth as Warrington moved away and walked Martinez into a steady stream of counterpunches. Cut over his left eye and with a badly damaged nose, Martinez was lifted off his stool by his cornerman to start the sixth. The round was tough for Martinez, who took a lot of punches and looked unsteady on his feet. He walked back over the corner. Martinez came forward at the start of the 7th round, but Warrington landed 2 big rights that staggered Martinez. Martinez then landed a right in response, but Warrington fired a right that sent Martinez back onto the ropes. This time there was no escape as Warrington opened up with both driving Martinez back into the ropes with no let up until the referee, Marcus McDonald, dived in to stop the fight at 2:12 of the seventh round. Now, guys, what a great fight, man. What a big win for Josh Warrington. And this is the reason why we picked him as our knockout of the week. Shout out to Carl. Yes, opened up by a head class. I must add, that is right. There was a head class there that did open it up. British fighters are rocking the boxing world, saving the world boxing scene. Who wins, Mike, Wood, or Warrington? Honestly, man, I'm going to sit on the fence for this one for a little while. Who do you think, Carl? You tell me. Uh, Guys, big win, though, for our man, Josh Warrington, with his KO of Kiko Martinez. Lots of things are opening up now for Josh Warrington. Shout out to him for the win. Big night, though, in boxing, guys. Big night. Lots of knockouts. Sisu defeats his Gausa. You have Jeremiah Nagasila destroys Birchlet. Guys, great fight. Definitely. Rakapur defeats Dion Juma. What a weekend of boxing, guys. So we had to pick this. This is our winner, Josh Warrington. Shout out to him. Oh, I've just been informed that Warrington broke his jaw and he'll be out for a bit. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, at least he's going to have some time to recover after that beautiful win last night, guys. But for now, that's our man, Josh Warrington, KO of the week. You heard it here. We'll see you next week. Same time, same channel, new knockout. In the meantime, hit that like and subscribe. Hit up talkinfight.com. You know what to do, man. Hit the subscribe, buy the membership. You know what to do. Amber, thanks for all your comments. Stan, thank you for all your comments. Yo, Pugnacious, thank you for all your your comments, man. Did you check out the Bridges fight? Yes, I did. Shout out to Ebony Bridges and her big win last night. What a brilliant fight that was, guys. If you haven't seen that, you definitely want to see the Blonde Bomber in action. Definitely brought it to her. That's definitely a fight to watch. Also, guys, you got to watch out the Canadian boy. I got to shout out the Canadian. I can't forget our Canadian man, Kristen M. Billy, with a huge knockout. Guys, if you didn't see that, you can find that on YouTube. Kristen M. Billy with a huge, devastating knockout was our runner-up for this week. But this week was Josh Warrington, KO over Kiko Martinez. We'll see you next week, guys. Same time, same channel, new knockout. Knuckle up.